Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Now we
Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it. Good evening, folks. Samson to God is great. God is good, my people. Yeah, Jesus Christ, you go, you go all the time. And oh my goodness, God is great. God is good. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. Yes, Archibald. God is great. Jesus. Anyway, folks, welcome on Liberia Public Radio. We're here again to talk about things, all things Liberia, and whatever is happening in the country. We'll discuss it if we can. I want to thank all of you again tonight for joining us. My Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again for this life you have given us. Whatever envious mind we have, whatever evil mind we have, dispel it from us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for not allowing our own spirit to be polluted by bad minds. Thank you. I want to thank you tonight. Cleanse my spirit. Thank you. Thank you, my Lord. Yes. Yes. Thank you. We want to thank God again this evening for bringing us here, my Lord. Thank you for everything that you do for us and continue to do for us. My Lord, you are great. My Lord, you are wonderful. My Lord, you love all. My Lord, we come before you again tonight to say whatever family that is having issue tonight, whatever the issue is, my Lord, step in. Truly from the bottom of my heart. Truly from the bottom of my heart, step in. Whatever it is, whatever scrabble that is going on in the family, yes, from the bottom of my heart, step in. Take complete control. My Lord, we say thank you very much for the blessing that you continue to pour on the Liberian people and the people of the Republic of Liberia. Thank you. My Lord, we ask again that the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Barker, continue to be blessed. Extend his life. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that indeed his hand will be blessed. Whichever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, that door will be opened by you. Because you brought President Baka to us. And we ask you to extend his life. We ask you to continue to bless him. We ask you to continue to give him wisdom to do what is good for our people. And we want to thank you for that. We want to thank you that we know our request will be granted. Long life request will be granted. Opportunity request will be granted. Whatever request we put before you, we know you're going to accept that and grant that request. And because of that, we say thank you. The brothers and sisters that don't know you tonight, we ask that they come before you because you are the light. Without you, we can't see. Even if our eyes are open, without your lights, we go nowhere. And we want to thank you for that. As we stand before you again tonight, my Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. My Lord, clean our spirit. Clean our spirit. Whatever jealous mind that creep in our spirit, take it out. Whatever envies, whatever anger that comes to our mind tonight, help us out. We're human beings like any other person. There's no reason for revenge. Any revenge spirit that is in us tonight, we ask you to take it out. Thank you. What happened because you are in complete control. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks. Ajibo, I just feeling praying. Why you coming right? All kind of thing. I got to that thing out of my spirit long time here, but I beg you, my son. And you there? And my sister there with you? Yeah, yeah. All your auntie then they yeah. All your cousin there. And where we want? God damn, my picking. Anyway, folks, Samson told La Brapa Radio, we want to thank all of you again tonight for turning in. Yes, yes, yes. President Wakai has done it again. President Wakai has done it again. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Let me go ahead. So, folks, as you know, the president uh, suspended some people. As you also know, John, why you will say that? Why we pray for Liberia to get trouble? Liberia will not get trouble. My prayers are my prayer. Liberia will God will continue to bless. That God be blessing. You know what I can say, John? I say God live in Liberia, Jesus live in Monrovia. Those kind of bad thing they have going on. Jesus live in Monrovia. So John, Liberia will always be blessed, my begin. Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take it serious a little bit. So let me see if I can share it. But if anybody come here tonight, you let me talk a lot of tabata, I put in the Bible. I'm coming to come fool around tonight. I want to talk tabata tonight at my time. So anybody come here, you want to talk big boy and things like that, when you go in the back. If you come here and you want to enjoy yourself tonight, that no English I want. I don't want no BB boy here tonight. You can't throw BB boy here. Please then stay home. Don't come. Because I don't BB boy time tonight. Tonight, that me they talk, that Samson told they talk. So that's so total English tonight. Eh? Eh? If you think you know you both, stay home. Because tonight I not both time. Eh? Eh? Tonight that nyama and tabata. Yes, yes, yes. President Baka make all happy. Yes, 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 yes. Tonight that not easy talk. Yes, yes. Liberia is not easy. Yeah, leave. Okay. So, first of all, oh, Dr. Toto, I'm coming by again on your side. I'm coming by. I was there. Dr. Toto, wow. How you doing in Pittsburgh? Because anywhere you turn that hill, any spot of Pittsburgh, unless you're going down to the river, but anywhere else you turn that hill, my son was taking me around from this point to I was just I said maybe I'll see Dr. Toto. Then I realized, oh, the begin going out of town, man. He the PhD. You go study somewhere. That's still PhD where you can be doing that. You not like oh again. Clinic caca, oh what Dr. Toto then they don't even come around again. They play with air that they play, they're not there. So but Dr. Toto, good evening, my brother, good evening. We will be coming around your area again very soon, but this time around I will try to reach out to you again. But the last time I was there, of course, you were out of town. I know if you were there, we were going to meet. Say hi to the family for me. We'll be coming back there. My son is still in Pittsburgh. But anyway, let me move on. So President Bakai suspending people left and right. Hey, President Bakai. Yeah, y'all hold on, my people. Let me call. Yeah, hello, President Bakai. This is Samson Toe, the best engineer ever. I want to take the position you offer me. I want to take it. But the way you suspending people and throwing people in jail, I don't want to come again. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Because yeah, I want to kind of elevate me. I want to smart me, but like, you ready to throw people in jail? I don't come here again, President Waga. I don't come here again. I change my mind. I don't come here again because I'm coming to come do smart elephant me. Then you say right away you suspending people. People going on trial and no no. I don't come here again, President Waga. Thank you for the offer, but I don't want a job because my wife I'm coming to get smart elephant me too. Other president. Then you said no elephant me time finish. Samson told my people, tonight anybody you join me, be ready to dance the tabata. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. So let's go on. Let's go on. I'm just warming up, folks. Let's go on. So here's the thing here. They've been arresting some former government officials, putting them in jail. What's my take on that? I think it's good. I think I told you guys there's about almost a year and a half or so, or even more than that, that when this government that we were at that time was campaigning, that this government would, or this president, I mean, this Ambassador Barker would campaign for. If you're going to know your Christmas will be good, it will be from the eve. That not matter how that where they say, you see, when you open your mouth, you go there. When you open your mouth, you got to say something. And that matter how that went to Bonkan and say, when the people bring their looted goods here, you take it, got stolen money, they're ready for you now. They will use your words against you. You told us that the people were stealing money. That now Bonkan say, oh no, you go. The law is the law. So, but here's the interesting thing here. There's people that they're dragging, taking to jail here and there. Yeah, I feel bad because they are Liberians and some of them are high class. But at the same time, you know who I feel bad for? Not the people, not former minister, foreign minister. Then I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for the current government employees. Because President Baka, he tired talking. You see, they don't say the old man, the men can sleep. The men are stupid. President Baka is the most sensible president ever, as far as I'm concerned. He said, oh, and when he went to Lofa, he said, you want to steal your man Lisa, yeah? The advice he was giving them. He said they're kind of stealing, you're doing a not good thing, you're stopping, but you want to steal your man Lisa, yeah? That was advice he was giving them. They were not listening. Everybody, the man giving them blanket, just that he wanted people to go steal. You know what he did? He's not even coming after you right now. All of you that are stealing, investigation, he suspend you. But this is what he has done. He locked your current government employees. He locked you up already. You people are the one that go into South Beach. They're not criminal and stuff like that. No, no people, but the next government are going to come. They will come after you one by one by one by one. And they will do the same thing you're doing here. So President Baka is tired of advancing. So he said, okay, let me, because right now if I get ready for, if I do this today, because we got to go through investigation and blah, 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 all kind of stuff. The family members start begging and all that. So I will lead them. Let go after the former government official. So they're going after the former government official as an example. The former government official, most likely, they might not even be found guilty. They will spend money. This is what President Baka. Now, looking at this case, I truly believe President Baka is we're going to seek re-election. I've been sitting down here with my big mouth all along, think is the President Baka, oh, you're not gonna go see re-election. No. I think our father gonna seek re-election. And this is what Mr. So the smart and because you know the kind of song he's singing if you there, Mr. So. You know, kind of song Fonso CEO singing now. Oh, y'all want me to play the recording? Y'all want me to play the recording? Eh? The song he was singing today on my phone. But anyhow, look, Mr. So gave an analogy today, some analysis today, which I thought was in point. What President Baka and his Unity Party are doing now, besides warning the rogues among them, this is what's going to happen to you when the next government come in. You know what they're doing to CDC right now? Click, locking the door. On different front, my people. What are these people found guilty or not? Election time coming. Liberian people, when all United Party, but people here, they store your money. That your money they're using to come run campaign. Aha. But this is what Mr. So was saying. He said this thing here is not easy. Going after the people, if they start serious investigation, they will seize their passport. Ambassador Kemenya, who is he? Is he like the almost like the AD can or WD can to President we are? Oh. The election 2029 already started, my brother. 2029 already started. This is the people going after. These are the kinds of stuff President we are and people should have done long time ago against former government officials. But you say we all brother and sister. You see President Buhari, you doing all brother and sister business now. Why would you say we brother and sister when people are taking money that don't belong to them? And then you say we brother and sister? They're coming after you. President we are, don't be surprised if you're dragged into this. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. And this government will have backing from the international community if they come after you. What is this? The president is completely in his right to make sure he says you go do the investigation. Whatever the investigation leads, that's fine. Even if it come back to me, bring it on. All we're asking now is that the system must be transparent. Don't go after these people because they are former government officials. Don't go after them because they're after your girlfriend after. No. Make sure you have evidence. You don't go after them the way you're doing with Flantikova. You will be disgraced. You take Amos Sawyer's wife and throw her in jail. You better have buku evidence. Buku evidence. A widow. The husband died not even 3 years yet. You're going to throw her. You saw her face. Because South Beach is not a place for a lot of people. President Baka, if you're going to go after the assets recovery business, want to have a serious, build a jailhouse where these people can be going, not necessarily to be comfortable, but not in South Beach. South Beach, we know people were there, grandchildren were thrown out there, and some people came out and they died. You can't throw people in South Beach because you believe they're being indicted, fine. But that is not the place. And then he said, Mr. Toh, you're talking both sides. Of course. That people like me, Samson told me anything, you know, you're throwing me in South Beach, that's fine. But not the widow. Not Dr. Sawyer's wife. You can't find other place to throw them. They say, but Mr. Toh, that South Beach, that the people can throw people in jail. Yeah, I understand that. But they have what they call white collar crime. Here in the United States, they don't put them in the general population. They put them in different place. They're still serving time. Your time will come tomorrow. You know the party. Because many of you can steal. They will come tomorrow. You borrowed the money that coming into the country. They got record how much money coming in. And you cannot account for that. They will start with the foreign minister. I mean, the finance minister. They come in. So you can't do this and think said that your time will not come. I love what's happening. Because what President Baka is demonstrating here is for the thieves among the good unity party team, people who are working in the government and want to do good to make sure Liberian people benefit from their government. But the rogues among you, tomorrow time coming, you can't escape. What I be president, we are come by. President, we are by, you come by, you can forget it. The better yalla you will open for you. You know about it? President, we are going to win the election. Before inauguration, they will build one. And you saw the kind of beautiful place built over there in the park. You will build one in Bella Yara. Your Bella Yara, you will take your. You think you're coming to put your center South Beach so people will beg? No. You go to Bella Yara. And you know where you taking the Bella Yara? In Sanyo County. In Sastown. The way you will take the Bella Yara. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes people do things, and the president, when these things happen, for me, I look at him and say, okay, wow, the president is really, really on top of things. By them going after them, throwing them in jail. What makes you think, and besides president, we are any other government that will come to power that will not follow your footsteps? So what President Barker have established here is the way forward. Samson too, he's telling me, President Barker is telling me, Samson too, I say, yeah. And he say, you engineer, yeah, I say, yeah. No, yeah, my dad can say, yeah. And he say, yeah, I say, yes. You sure you yeah? I say, yes. Okay. Come home. I get there. They gave me $22 million. That $22 million, 5 cents, 1 cent. Every penny must be counted for. The next government that coming in, what you do, you go up and count down. Any money that come in our country, it has paper trail already. The IMF money that come in, they got paper trail. African development money they give you, they got paper trail. Now, they start paper trail here and give it to you. What you do from here on, that the next government, you and better yada. You know what? You know what, President? President Wiaka, you know what you'll do? Not only will he settle a prison in better yada, in Southtown, Sano County, but he will also build a courthouse in the prison. So you don't even gotta go from Temple Justice. No. Hey, courthouse in the prison hall. From the courtroom, lock you up. No two-way street about it. You want to bring bond? You know what you say? You know what President Wells said? I'm the president and you want bond? Yeah, let's see what you got. Anything less than $500 million, you ain't getting out. You got $500 million. The thing is gonna be serious. It's gonna be serious. It's gonna be serious. Yes, the reason why I'm on this thing here tonight, folks. You see, I've been here now, going to almost 30 minutes. Nobody show you. But then when people can't eat, when time for me to close, then they want more time. You see that time, I can say no time. Okay, let's go ahead. When people the other Jews said, oh, yeah, he slept here last night. Yeah. I was not drinking. I said, I. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So I want to do something here very quickly tonight. All right. I've been on this platform here, been talking about party, political party. All the political party. Clarence David, good evening. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Uh, I was on your page. Oh, wow. I forget. You really, you're a real family man. Oh. Congratulations, Clarence. I like that spirit. I like that family spirit in you. I like that. I like that. You're making those of us that are friend with you. You're making you and your family. You're making us proud. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You didn't leave Liberia. You brought out Liberia culture with family first culture with you. Thank you, my son. We appreciate that. I'm speaking of Clarence David. So, but anyway, so here's what I've been saying here. Political party. I've been talking about political party. The fly by night, but I'm a Liberty Party member. Liberty Party USA, by the way. I'm not too sure if I still have my membership, but they fired me here, so I think I still have member. But during the election, not this going election, the one Bronskin participated in, before they had a convention in Lofa County that time. So what Bronskin and Flantikofa and the rest of the people, what the ICE Liberian Liberty Party member living in the diaspora to do, they have are forming what in Liberia they call a cluster. Here is association by profession. So we the engineer Liberian living in Liberian diaspora engineers that belong to the Liberty Party. We have our own uh, process, and I'm going to be sharing our process with you tonight. Your Liberty Party, you want to sue me. You ain't got no, I don't call it. It was no, I never heard you guys say this is a intellectual private foot. You want to sue me, you sue me. And then Liberian Party, political party, you want to steal the idea, you steal it, like your business. But I will share this here tonight. If Liberty Party if they were to win, my only concern was Bassa people are going to claim it as Bassa Party, and it would be going to be worse than what's happening right now. And not that Bassa people don't have the ability to lead, but they're going to be infighting among themselves. Okay, and we saw a little bit of that when Musa Ability got in. But before that, Councillor Bronsky and his in the hierarchy have asked us, those of us who support him and believe in his dream of how to move Liberia forward, I ought to put mouth on paper, something that he can see. And every professional, lawyer, national security people, whatever profession that you're in, that it can be implemented as policy or whatever it is, you put it on paper. And this is what our group did. And I'll share this here. This is what our group did. Okay. You see here? It says smart growth for Liberia, a Liberty Party vision for rural infrastructure. This is coming from our group, the engineering group that was part of the Liberty Party. So let me go there again. Let me see if I can enlarge it a little bit. Okay. So let's go back in here. Okay. Now you see it, right? It's okay. So when we did that, right? When we did that, okay. When we did that, we put some stuff together. This is for the PowerPoint that we had. We sent it to them. I don't know what become of it, but our chairperson was Nyan Boyu, who is one of the best engineers here in the United States as well. One of the best railway engineer as well, a smart guy. But he was the chair for this group, and we had some brilliant engineer. I just may be more. I'm not real good engineer anyway. I just may be more, but we had some brilliant guy. So they put this thing together. Okay, smart growth for Liberia, a Liberty Party vision for road infrastructure. Now, if you support a political party, you have to put something on paper. Now, they will come out and say, "Oh, but that's what President Baka has now. He has an agenda." You go into that agenda, the infrastructure. If you guys go into that arrest agenda and you split those words, those letter up, go into the engineering part of it, infrastructure part of it, and show me where are the information for the infrastructure part of it. I've not seen it. So let me go what Liberty Party did. Okay. So watch this. Samson. I'm scrolling on. Nobody else can do it here. Only me. Nobody else can do it here. Only me. So there's a new paradigm. Okay. A classification of roles. Those were suggestions that each of us made, and the committee, and we're working as a committee, so we'll put this idea together and we'll come up with a final idea that we have to present to Liberty Party, Liberia. So these are the kinds of stuff we have as an engineer, people with railway engineering experience or what have you. So these are the things that we're putting together. Okay, and I feel bad that Liberty Party didn't win, because if we were to follow these kinds of stuff, these ideas, you will find out that the process, the infrastructure process of Liberia will have been moved forward very quickly, very quickly. Okay, so here now, let's look at what the engineering group is, and this was going on also with lawyers, doctors, and other professions. They also came up with their own type of presentation, which we were hoping that Liberty Party Liberia will combine all of these things together and formulate them into a policy agenda for Liberty Party that Liberty Party was going to run on. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so road classification of road, general classification, primary, secondary, feeder. And the intent was we were going to define these primary, secondary, feeder roads. We were going to define them. If they would say, okay, we're moving forward, you guys come back and give us more information. Okay. And that was the intent here. So it's a functioning classification, authority, collectors, locus. And all of these terms, they mean something. It's not just it means something. Okay. So we'll go on to comprehensive plan. Okay. This is what we were saying. Road infrastructure development, land use planning and zoning. See, because we believe they already have most of these things on the book, but they needed to be implemented. Okay. And they have to be comprehensive. Simple as that. Okay. So they say from policy, let's look at this one. From policy to implementation. Okay. So that's just I say role ownership and responsibilities. Okay. Roles are better managed at the local level where they exist. Guess what we're going with this here? The intent was if you empower the local community, they will take care of the place because the role is in their community and they will be able to utilize it for their own benefit. But you have to empower the people so that it does not become a centralized. Basically, we're saying decentralized. Okay. So national, but at the same time, this is what we're saying also. National oversight is necessary for quality and consistency. So take, for example, what Liberty Party is saying here. Liberty Party engineers, what we're saying here is this, for example. So you have road that lead from Grand Gide that go to River G, feeder roads that connect, collector road that go through the city and what have you, come in, bring the traffic from the city and dump them onto the highway. They're collecting. I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, so those roads that are connecting to the national highway, they have to be consistent. Right here in the United States, if you leave from here and go to any other state, You won't even know that you're in just by looking at the road. You would think the roads are all the same because they have consistency. Okay. After that, we say, okay, then we're gonna have national highway system, single ownership, share responsibility. What does that mean? Single ownership, single ownership, share responsibility. The government, the national government, will be the owner. However, as the road goes through your county, you will be in power as the county authority, the local authority, to maintain. Now, the maintenance process and the time and the equipment, all that kinds of stuff will be coming from the local government. Now, the local government, and this is where corruption continues to kill us as Liberians. And these are some of the things we're talking about, people going to jail because of this. According to what we've been reading, they said rice. They were supposed to distribute rice, and some people took it for themselves and took it to someone else. That's corrupt behavior. That's why we're not moving. If these things, what we've been reading, if they are true, this is why Liberia will not go anywhere. Because these things here, they're very simple to take care of. So the government of the Republic of Liberia, so okay, Grand General County, collect your own taxes. And out of your, say you collect $10 a month. Out of that $10, the government, the national government give you $7, they take $3. So they take $3 from Grand General County. Okay? They take $3 from Grand General County. And then they go around the entire 15 county. Okay? And they take $3 and something. That will be what? 45, 40 something dollars or something like that. I'm just giving an example. Now, the national government also will be getting other money coming in, like the gold, diamond, timber, iron ore, port authority. Those cannot be localized because Grand General County does not have a port. So you can't say we're going to look at, because if you localize, then only the counties that are on the sea coast will only be able to benefit from those kinds of income. So you can't localize those type of stuff. So those would be where the national government will take control. Now the income, the proceed from the income that coming in, okay, they also, because they're supposed to benefit the entire country. So the government say, okay, we're getting $7 from each of the port. Okay, each county will get $1 from the $7. The rest of the money, the $1 they're giving you is part of the process for you to be able to maintain the national roads that goes through your area. So the little money that you collect, the $10 that you collect, the $7 you keep it, that $7 goes toward your feeder roads, goes toward your collectors road that goes through your area, because those are not national roads. Those are county roads, and the county road will also have feeder road. And those feeder road can sometimes be township road. So you just go down the line. So we say single ownership, share responsibility. Okay, yeah, you're right there. I don't even go to national county road, municipal road. Okay, so we'll go through that. First, okay, yes, the money that's going to come in. Then you go to the management. But this is what I'm saying here. It's not sophisticated. Liberians, even people that are in Liberia right now, are very good at this, but they are just corrupt. Gideons had $22 million. Why could he not have even established little stuff like this out of the $22 million? So could Grand General, the road go in your area. You give us the assessment. How much you think we need to spend to finish, to pave, or to fix the 100 days from border of Nima County to border of River G? And let Grangian come out and do their own assessment. They will send people out. But here's what I'm going with this. This is why this corrupt behavior is killing us. It's killing us. The people who going to go out in the field to do an assessment, they're working for the county, they're working for the national government. They must get paid. So when these people that live in Grangida, that are assessing the role, they live in Grangida, but they most likely might not even come from Grangida. I don't care for that. But they will take the money, and some of them maybe they're from Lofa County or from Bon County or whatever the county they come from. They will take the money, say they get $15 pay a month. They're not going to take that whole 15 and go to. They're living. They're not from Grangida, so when they live in Grangida, they're most likely going to rent. When they live in Grangida, they're most likely going to buy food. When they live in Grangida, they're most likely going to buy soap and all the other stuff that is being sold in Grangida. Grangida then will be able to, based on the fact that these people are getting paid and they are purchasing in Grangida, the economy will start getting stronger. As a result, the $3 that they're giving the government will be constant. And the government, the $7 that they keep for themselves will be also constant, but it will then turn around and invest into the county. I'm not a money person, but this is just common sense. But our people are they're just ridiculously corrupt. You bring the system right now, what I'm just explaining to you, you give it to them. In less than, look at the port authority in Sino County that guy was talking about the other day. Look at that beautiful, beautiful boat. People have self-interest. They don't seek. When you people are seeking for position, when they are seeking for elected position, it's not because they want to help the county where they come, whoever they're going to represent. It's because they want it for themselves. Liberians need to catch up with that. Now, these are beautiful ideas coming from the Liberty Party Engineering Group. Let's go on. Okay, so we say single ownership, shared responsibility. I explained that to you. Fiscal, I also explained that to you. People have to be responsible. Management, the management side of it. That's not necessarily in this management, the bottom one here, the management side of it, right? So in that, you have the people who are going to be responsible, the maintenance part of that management, the fiscal responsibility on how much they're going to spend to maintain those areas is part of that management team. The management team have to be trusted so that they will be, because that money they're going to be dealing with. If you hire the management team, in that management team, you will have what we call a contract manager. So Grangida County, I'm just giving you, I'm going to use in Grangida all night. I'm using any other county. So Grangida County, okay, because of this system that I'm talking about, they have that money. It's okay. Maintenance, we want to hire our own. They have a choice. They can hire their own maintenance group who they will pay from their budget. The money that is coming in for maintenance from that maintenance budget will go to pay these people to maintain the road. Or they can say, okay, we'll contract people to maintain the road. And the contracting of these people does not necessarily mean Grangidians. Anyone that will bid with the process you bid, you win your bid, we get you the contract. But it must be done. And this is what the corruption is, not just a government official alone. We ourselves, the Liberian people, are so corrupt. When you put the system in place, you allow somebody to say, okay, you win a contract, we'll get you the contract. I may take the money, you will not even see you again. When you go to court, you ain't get money to do anything. You go spend 2, 3, 4, 5 months in jail, you got to get out. The money gone. Look at that map out, $15 million, $25 million map out. The report, the editor report, auditor report. It said there were people that were listed. My people, why? It said there were people that were listed in the report. They don't exist. People who Samuel 12, people say they get money to, they don't exist. Their phone numbers in there, nobody answer no phone. Why are we corrupting ourselves? Why are we stealing from ourselves? It raining again. Go to Maria. People can't move much. One of the good things I heard from a good friend of mine was not so much a Waka person, but she was telling me, she said, the road, Samson, and he's an engineer as well. He said, Samson, the road are good. It took him 6 hours from Grand Gita to Monrovia. He said there are a few places that are still bad, but it took us 6 hours from Monrovia. I mean, from Grand Gita to Monrovia. Better than 2 to 3 days. So we want to say thank you to the president. We want to say thank you to my own brother, Prince Tamba, and the minister, minister proper gating on that area. Will say thank you guys. Continue to do a good job. We appreciate it. When you do good, we'll talk about it. But why are we not there? So this is what the Liberty Party was saying. If we win the election, but I bet you 500 million, whatever I don't have. If Liberty Party were to win the election, they would throw this thing in the trash. They were not even going to implement this thing here. It's like just fla, 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 fla. And some of us spend weeks researching. I got some of my papers here, researching to come up with some sensible idea that can be implemented. But if the Liberty Party were to win the election, you think they were going to implement this? No. Because if you follow this, you're eating mouth closed. And who in Liberian government that want to eating mouth to close? You tell me. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody want their eating mouth to be closed. So let me go on. So this is the side. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. I'll be careful. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So highway for land use. Okay. Facilitate intellectual. Okay, highway development at county and city level. Comprehensive transportation plan. Land use plan for incorporate city. Okay, they want to part they book people a mile hour putting the kind of junk together. In that total corporate city will have their own land use plan. That why you're coming to count top blah blah yeah. But we have to do it. But those are the things. And Councillor Bronsky told us, don't think about Liberia as being a village. Give me something as though you are making things up for the city of Atlanta, Georgia. Give me something as though you're making things up for LA. Don't think about us being the forest. He made it clear to us. We had a meeting. He made it clear to us. I don't want anything that will be because we're in Liberia. No. Give it to me as though you're presenting it to the city hall in Atlanta, in LA, or in New York. And we took it serious. Okay? So these are some of the stuff. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on to the next one. So they are Liberians. Liberians. Qualified. Capable Liberians. And this is just the engineering part. This is just the engineering group. And Liberty Party, one of the things, this will honor Phyllis Swar. Phyllis Swar was then the president. But what they insisted was, him and Flanty Kofa and the rest of the group, what they wanted us to do was separate yourself in the United States or in the diaspora. Because we had some guys from Europe that were part of this group. Separate yourself according to your profession. And give us something that we can put together. So this is what we were doing. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. I gotta go very slow here. I can't because okay. Capacity building. Okay. Listen to this. And this is where I come in because this is what I usually do. I go home, I help to train young kids over there and things like that. That's what I do that. With Victor Smith he's a very, very, very nice guy. He employed young people, and he would pay for people. For example, he paid my way one time to go over. But yet I still can't hear the end of it. It will cost me. Stupid crime, man. You left the country here for 45 years. I the only one that brought you back here. That Victor song. That one that but I don't care. Victor can cost me. I don't care. He can say what you want to say. Yeah, as long as you want to help the children, that's fine. But they said train engineer and give them the opportunity to practice their profession in Liberia. They develop Liberian engineer skill in public sector and private sector. How do you do that? You see, this thing it was going to be very easy to implement, especially this, because you have Liberian Engineering Society already on ground. Both men and women engineering society is already established. So if for some reason the government was serious to say we want to have good engineers around here. You go through the Liberian Engineering Society, say, okay, Mr. President, please identify Liberians, not foreigners. Don't bring foreigners back to teach foreign things. If Samson, I'm just telling you, I'll do it for free. So enough for money business. But if I leave from here and go to Liberia, okay, when I'm talking to them, I speaking crown English. So if there's any issue, they must say can discuss it very easily. Like for example, when I was there doing the survey, there's a video out there. Look it up. And I was explaining to them how to do route survey, how to do construction survey, how to set grades and stuff like that. You know, rotated level, how to use rotated level, how to use transit, how to use route level and things like that. Okay, don't bring in white man because he white. They ask good. Forget about Samson and his big mouth, claiming to be the own best engineer from Liberia and that flanga. Don't worry about that one there. And I say a Boche, the real Boche is here in America right now. But I still a Boche. You able to fire me? I still a Boche. I will try to contact the Boche say one day on my show. Yeah. But when he leave there, I claim the position. Who will stab me now? Eh? You see, I just told you. I fly by night Boche. But Clarence David, don't let people know that I fly by night Boche. I don't want to. Anybody can here, say, "Oh, Mr. Tony, you're not real Boche. You fly by night." I will block you right away. Yeah, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. But right now, I'm just telling you, I fly by night Boche because the real Boche is here in United States. But as soon as you go back to Liberia, the real Boche now. But anyway, let's go ahead. So the point now, I'm very serious now. Don't bring white people in to do capacity building in Liberia. Hire, don't even, not the word hire, get Liberian engineers. They will be willing to go. The only thing they say, many of them will say, do something so they feel that you have skin in the game. They go over there. For example, I live from here. I'm from Montreal. I will be able to find a place in Montreal to stay. I can stay with Victor. I'm gonna pay fasting. It can cost all day you want. I don't care. I can buy my Kobo, and because I know all the Kobo Lababido. I will just take my lot of how do you call it, the tablet, the running your stomach running to Montreal tablet. Okay, that real tablet. I just take plenty of it. Okay, so I will eat from Lababido. I don't have to go. You don't have to. But the only thing is transportation. So even if you don't give me a car, but you have a place that I can go in the morning, you transport me to somewhere else, that's fine. I don't need car. I can use Victor car. I may arrangement with Victor. What Victor will say to me? You cost me. Let him cost. He been costing ever since. No, who care? Okay, but because of people like Victor, they're willing to participate. Okay, so this is the thing here. Okay, set aside project for hand-on practical training of young engineers. They get Victor project. They call me, Samson. I say, yeah. Okay, come home. You will be the lead engineer design. My son that was here with me the other day, he became an assistant to me. Fine. We grabbed a few other engineers, young Liberian engineers. I was going to show them how to do the design based on Ashton, proper work experience. They want a kickback. True story. They want a kickback. If they don't got money for kickback, They took the project. According to what I heard, they took the project away from us. They gave it to Italian. Who in Liberia, young Liberian engineer, they were saying to Italy to do from Grand Unit to Fishtown Road design. The men who live in Italy, how many times you will come to Liberia to come do a site visit, and he will live and understand the culture. Because many of the highway in Liberia, they got grave, burial site all over the place. And you're not supposed to touch it. Those things have to be moved and be treated properly according to our culture. You think the man living in Italy care for that? Those are the kinds of stuff we're talking about. So Liberty Party was suggesting set aside project where young Liberian will come and practice engineering. Okay, let's go on. Okay. Ensure consulting availability of project to keep engineers challenged and engaged. Train public sector engineer to review the work of private firm. Right here in California. And we have a project right now, I-50. Okay. It's called Design Build. The people who doing the design, they're also doing the construction. But they come to us and we make sure as a designer, we make sure Caltrans design standard, which is above ASHTO. ASHTO is in any state you go, ASHTO is just the minimum. But many states, they set their standard above, safety standard above. So we make sure that California Black Book standard is met based on the private designer. And we make the correction, red line, give it back to them, they come back, blah, 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 with stuff like that. Okay, this is what we're talking about here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go. Train public sector engineer. Okay, train private sector engineer to provide quality work before privatizing government functioning to them, which makes sense. So, but like I said, these people that were the people that were that because we all I forgot how many of us now was I forget, but every one of us have our area. They're engineer, everybody engineer, but you got railway engineer, you got hydraulics engineer, you have structure engineer, you have what the other one, whatever geotech engineer. Okay, so you have those different group, and we have to all come on with a specific ideas. So these are the kinds of stuff. But I thought we did a wonderful job. I thought we did a wonderful job. Let's go back. Let's go on to the next one. Okay. So this is the area I was very much involved in this one. Okay. Road development implementation process, transportation planning. Okay. If you look on the side there, okay, it's a circle. It's almost like a circle. It goes around. Okay. Planning, programming, project development. Okay. And if you go down, project development, design, construction, and if you go down, okay, maintenance, and then you go back up again. And the reason why you do that, because in Liberia, for example, you'll be able to do all of these. You'll be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll be able to do all 6 of them because Liberia is the fresh ground. It's the fresh road. But after that is done, then you go around again, maintaining. Then you do planning, programming. When you do the programming part of it, it's not something that you go and write something up. No. The dollar amount in your programming factor, the dollar amount of what are the material they're going to use. In fact, what exactly you're trying to do here? How what is the lifespan of your of this is pretty much when you go the second way around. After the first time, when you go second time, that's rehab. Okay, but within that rehab process, there is continuing process of maintenance. This is what we don't have in Liberia. The beautiful road they put building, everybody praising right now. Give it another 15, 20 years. It'll start falling apart. We have no maintenance process. Okay. So I'll just go through them. I'm not here to explain Liberty Party process. Liberty Party was there. We're not even, well, I don't even know if I still remember. They probably kicking me up. But I don't know. But anyhow. So, okay. Comprehensive long range transportation plan. which list of long-term highway need construct unconstrained by fiscal or other consideration. That means money and anything else. Okay, but let's go some more. Okay, stakeholder. Okay, stakeholder, planners, engineer, government, lawmaker, other. Okay, but in Liberia, when it says stakeholder, planners, engineer, they're in a pocket of contractors, government employees, lawmakers. Lawmaker, they got company, fly by night company. They can't do the job, but they say they can do it. And if you're a minister, you're not engaged with them. You're not gonna get your closing. You're eating mouth closed. There are some people right now. They think President Walker started right now. If they're serious about it, people who came to government living in a mud house and they left with over $1 million house bill. Man, let me. I don't even want to go plenty in that one. Let me go on with other call it. So we said planning engineers, stakeholder, planning engineer, government lawmaker, other politicians, special interest group. Okay, why will you have special? You have special interest group in this, for example. You're making a role. So the special interest group, the first thing that comes to mind is the handicap ADA ramp. Those are special interest, and they must be involved into your design process because you're building a road for. In fact, now they call it what's the name? I'm forgetting the design term now. But anyway, it's all purpose. I would just call it all purpose design. Okay. It just came to mind going again. But anyway, let's forget that. But the special interest group will be for me now will be I call it handicap, so that when you build a road, you will be able to provide access as they utilize the facility that you're building. They must be able to have access to it, not because they're handicapped, then their life doesn't stop. So they have special interest. They're blind. They are special. Those are the people that when you're building and designing right here. When we do the all roles design, when we do that here, all of these people are special interest. They are part of the design process. I mean, they don't do the design, but they're in the mind of you as a designer, so that the people will be able to have access to your facility that you're going to put up, and everybody enjoy. Okay, so that's a special interest. County official, city official, blah blah blah. Let's go ahead. Like I said, I participated. This one here was fully on my on what I thought was going on. Okay, so all right. So another one here, roll, but this one is with 10-year planning program, right? Blah, blah, short term, 5 years, and what is it you want? What money you have? How much you have? And based on those kinds of fiscal responsibility, and based on those things, you try to say, okay, we're going to do 5. But the same process on this one as well. Okay, so let's go ahead. So here, programming process and funding. I told you already. I don't need to go back into this here. Okay. Let's make. I think you guys can see it. National Transportation Plan, long term, blah blah blah. But all of this based on the money. If you get, and I said $3 earlier, but then you know that's not going to be $3. It's going to be more than that. So when you get that kind of money coming in, you should be able to do these things. If you take this kinds of stuff that I'm talking to you about right now, if you put a binder together, a folder, and present these type of idea to World Bank, they'll be willing to give you money. But when they bring this up, Liberians are very gifted people. They can do these things. They go and get them a president. What I'm going to maybe take the file with him, somebody holding a grip, that black grip. Somebody that's also anything that they go and put it on the white people say, oh my goodness. These people, they're smart. They know what they want. They give them money to come, they close it, they throw the thing inside, they put the money somewhere else. That's what we do. These are things that are hurting us. Okay? Samson told All right, folks, give me a minute here. Give me a minute. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. So again, this is just the process, Liberty Party stuff that we're going through here, as I told you before. Okay, let's continue with that. Let's continue. Almost done. Almost done. So when we leave this one now, okay, as you can see, you see how elaborate this thing is, well put together. And these are okay. Yeah, the man I was talking about you on my show now. You know what? I told you that when I was talking about that process earlier, okay, about capacity building. Victor Smith you know, uh, why you asking for Mr. So? You know anything about it, man? Victor, good evening. What you can't hear you even say good evening, Mr. So. You just say, well, no, forget about that man. But anyhow, so Victor, well, you would be the first to tell me, you told them, man, and you left the place here for 45 years. And the only person that brought you in the country. So you gotta be grateful to me. You know what Victor can say? You are blessed because you know me, he will say. But anyway, that's my brother, anyhow. But no, when it comes to he will be willing to help us, you know. But these are things that people don't understand, you know. So let's go. Okay, so did I? Okay. So programming, processing, and funding. Okay, you want to know where the money going to come from. Once you get the money, you can implement. Road development implementation process. I told you already. Project development. A set of design criteria to include such objectives as social economic. Okay, this one here. That would be people of Vida Smith and era. Okay, those are the book people, book engineer among us. Okay, but the idea here is this. Okay, you're building a road here. What exactly you intend to get out of this process? You must have a reason. Well, yes, you say, okay, but people will use it to go on a farm, people will use it to do X, Y, and Z. Okay. But if you're using it, what are you getting in return? You have to have some sort of a investor interest in them, so you expect something out of it. If you have a politician that understand these steps, that understand the process, it will be easy. But their intent is to be corrupt. So here, the social economic, I think I explained to you earlier, for example, okay, the role, they are localized. You have a national role, but then this national road that goes through local communities, they go through county, and each of the county have districts, and the road go through district then county. Okay, so if you empower the local community, they will feel ownership of that national road, and they will do everything possible to help it. So the maintenance process, as I stated earlier, the process of maintaining the road, if the local government is responsible, the local government is responsible to do the maintenance and what have you. Even if you bring people that are employed by the national government, they're still going to get paid. If you employ people that is done locally, they're still going to get paid. The intent here and the process here is that as these people get paid, they will use the money, most of it will be used in the community. For example, I told you earlier. Okay, so say I'm from way Kagata, but I found a job in Grand Jide. I have to find a place to stay. I can't stay in a hotel the whole time. So I'm renting because I'm not going to build. That's not my place. I might build if I want to. Nothing stopping me. But most likely I will try to rent. Okay. When I'm renting, I got to eat. I can't continue to eat in the restaurant every day. So I come to buy a stove or I cook. I got to eat. Family with me, the kids have to go to school. You see where I'm going with this thing? The money circle within the area, the community. The government of Republic of Liberia said, gradually, you must say, we got a deal. You get $10, give me $3. The $7 will put it back in your community. But when you do those kinds of stuff, they will steal it. The people, they don't have no shame in stealing. But why would they not steal? They were broke before you brought them into the government anyway. That's not what I'm talking about. I will get to that. I will get to that later on. But let me go. Let me go on. Let me go on. So, okay. Okay, so you see what you see. This is what we say after. In fact, we have meeting when we went on do red line, a lot of stuff. We have meeting, and we're saying look, at this point, you cannot inject politics on this particular level that I just showed you. Project development process here. Okay, all right, because politics will not work on it. This is something that serious people are going to have to be involved. Okay, so the design. This I was also involved in. Okay, the design project to safety to safely the objectives set for in the document from the project development process. Okay, so when you do the design, okay, you have a role. And I was just telling him, a friend of mine who's the guy that told me the role in Grand are very good. I was just telling him that the road they took from us, the road project they took from my buddy here, they took from us. I saw the road. The guy in Italy that did it, there's no sight distance. Some of the hill, they're worse than Tower Hill. They don't even have when you're driving on these highways that you have here in the United States, when you're driving on it, they have what they call a clear recovery zone. The way we think is this: okay, somebody driving at night, the person fall asleep. Before he looks, he's already off the road. But you must give him setting from the edge of the road to where the slope's gonna end. The setting distance required so that when the person get off the road, they will be able to come back. But when you just go and boom, pull a slope down, like they boom down, the person get out, you're gonna flip. You don't want that. They don't even have those things. No clear recovery zone. And then the guy said, he so said, no, these people are good. I worked with them before. So there's no way they're going to do that. I said, okay, but I have the papers here. No clear recovery zone, no sight distance, passing sight distance, stopping sight distance. I took those things and put them into my, guys, we got family now. So I took those things and I have, of course, I'm an engineer here. I work as a roadie, so I have the tools. So I put those information into my tools kit. And they're not coming up. They don't even. Of course, if I try to say, okay, let's go with California standard, they're not even going to pass. So I went to the minimum, which is AASHTO standard. They can't get it. None. Even the Ralphie Highway, the Ralphie Highway, the curve you see over there, they're out of standard completely. But that's besides the point. I'm just showing you what Liberty Party have done, what was able to do. Okay, Liberty Party, the engineering group now that belongs to Liberty Party. Okay, this is what they put together. Okay, so road development implementation process construction. So now you see where they took you from planning to programming to project development, design. Now they're in construction. Okay, but in this area of construction, this is where you have contractors are going to be involved. Outside agency are going to be involved. Now, don't get me wrong. The county themselves, the maintenance group for the county, if they are equipped and have the knowledge, they can do construction themselves. Except is not practiced much. Because if you need to give the contract out. When you get to this point, you need to sub it out so that contractor would do a job. Because when they do that, Maintenance, your maintenance group, there's no guarantee to say they're just going to go back. If anything go wrong, they're going to go back. Whereas if you give it to outside agency, the implementation process in terms of construction will be effective in that you will have a supervision process. You will have people to supervise from your agency, and they will come to say these are the rules. Because when you do the construction, okay, after you finish doing the design, then the design itself, the entire document, go to people who will write the contract. And those who are going to be writing the contract, they're also going to write the specification based on your design. You do the design, and in your write-up, in your project report, you specify what is the length of the curve and why you put the curve. You will have to write them up. All of your design, they have a system here as well, and all over the world they do what they call design exception. For example, you're building a road here, okay, and there's a huge barrier site, and you can't move the road, you can't move the barrier site, especially in this place that when it's an Indian barrier site, you can't touch it and you can't move the road. So instead of having a 4 lane, some of you, when you go to the highway, when you're driving, you'll see 4 lane, then it turn back to 2 lane because they were constrained to come back to that. That becomes design exception. They're no longer able to have 4 lane. They come back to the 2 lane because there's certain reason why they can't expand that. So those are the kinds of stuff the construction group and the spec writer, they will put that in there, and they will tell the contractor, hey Victor, man, I beg you, the people don't want me, they don't know me, I can't do that kind of thing. How many times, I can't be begging people anymore. Now you don't know why I can beg you. I'm not begging other people, Victor. I beg you. I'm not begging other people. No, I'm not going to be begging people. Daddy told me he was here on LPR. He and I discussed it. You not seeing him come, you not seeing talk to me lately. No, so let them do what I do. I do what I do here. But anyway, so the contractor, then when they finish writing all the aspect and things like that, then they go to the contractor. Now, as a contractor, okay. Hey, Brugabo, I don't need to politics here tonight, man. I beg you. I'm telling you what, Liberty Party, the most intellectual party in Liberia, until you know what. But that's the point. But anyhow, so when as a contractor, when you get the document, the plan, the specification, everything, you get them, then you say, okay, you do what they call in construction, they call quantity takeoff. So I come in as an engineer estimator, okay. I come in, all of my material that I put on the design, I come out and say, okay, they're $5 million. The contractor come out and say, okay, thank you. He win the bid, so he does a contract, he does a quantity takeoff, and then he come up with $6 million. So we got $1 million between my engineering estimate and his own quantity takeoff. Then but now all higher bidder will not get a bid. Not all lower bidder will get a bid either. It depends on who's getting the contract, the higher bidder. What is the reason? So when that happens, then the engineers go back and go into their own engineering estimate process. What happened here? Why are we so low? And if you go back into your quantities as an engineer, and you find out that yes, you missed some stuff which the contractor has pointed out, he hasn't gotten a bid yet, so there's no CCO here. The only time you do CCO if he get the bid and you mess up and he catch it, then you do CCO because it's a contract change. Okay, but he's not there yet. You guys are just okay. So you go back now and say, oh, okay, we got it. So you go and tell the contractors group that are in your organization, okay, they can get a job. Then when they get the job, yes, I keep telling you, a contractor job is to make money. Whether they in Liberia or they in America, their job is to make money. So what do? After they finish doing a quantitative takeoff. And here's the interesting thing. The quantitative takeoff they're doing is based on the plan that you submit to them. So we as a designer, we get survey from the field. People go out and stake the whole field, the whole area. So they stake it out. And it's supposed to be current. But by the time the engineering process is done, sometimes it takes 2 years or something like that. And when we're done, by that time the condition out in the field have changed. It rain, erosion, dirt piled up, what is the side slope fell back onto the area that they got to move. So they go now and send their own surveyor, and that person will go and do the entire area survey. Then they do another quantity taker. And guess what? They got a bid now. So condition change, CCO. Samson too. Folks, you guys have done something I can just amuse myself. But anyway, let me go. Oh my goodness. Okay, Victor, if he's busy, okay, if you're busy, I'm coming home. Victor, I will be home. I hope this time around, I hope to be there for the Engineering Society convention that is coming up this time around. I hope to be myself. I'm anxious to be part of that process, and whatever little knowledge I can share, Victor. I mean, you know me. I'm not mean with knowledge. You know me. So anyhow, so this is what how do you call it? Liberty Party was we give to Councillor Bronsky and Flanty Kufa and the rest of the people when we put it together. Okay, yes, where's what I'm talking? Maintaining role. It's a circle. So that's what the maintaining process is. Okay, so we go on. Okay, stakeholder in this one. You know, maintaining is key because most of these roads, the I, for example, the I index on most of the roads are 20 years. 20 years. Victor, if I come to your house, you will kick me out again. You able to kick me out that house for you and myself. What make you think you will kick me out? Man, I beg you, man, don't come and stay me here. You can't back up. You able to kick me out? You call kick me out, call mom. Dog. Coming to consider here for you to kick me out. You kick me out, call the Oma. And I'm done with you. I can't argue with you, but don't keep me out. I can't come into your house. But anyway, let's go ahead. Yeah. I wanna come to your house. But anyway, let's go. So, folks, this is what Liberty Party did. So we presented this whole process. We presented it uh, uh, to Councillor Bronsky, Franti Kofa, and the folks at the time, and I can show you. I don't know what happened after that. But what I just showed you, for example, you go to the arrest agenda right now, and then I stand to show you each of these letters that they represent, and let's see the policy behind those letters. And you'll be amazed that most of the time they have nothing. And here's another thing that I'm going to tell you. Most of those agenda they have, they borrow from CDC Propo agenda. And CDC also borrow from Madam Sali 12-year agenda. And they have only one guy that most of the time does all of the putting together agenda. Very smart man. He's a Liberty Party man as well. I'm not going to call him, but very smart. Okay. So, but anyhow, the reason I'm saying this, the reason I'm bringing this particular subject matter up, because I won't share the document, I won't share the document, you know, I don't share nothing. That Liberty Party, unless the Liberty Party give me consent, I don't even know if they own it. I own it, that's my own document. But anyway, let me just say this now. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up tonight, quite recently, all right, Victor, let me put a number up. Okay. Quite recently, folks, the president has taken on suspending people um, for corrupt behavior and what have you. And what I just explained to you here is what I just explained to you here is the process of Victor Yellen number there again. It's the process of if you have that going, people will make money. I keep saying this. I will use Dole Community Road as an example. And I know this. Dole Community, when they started doing the construction, it was, I mean, fight before President we got over there to break ground. If y'all remember that, it's convoy. There was a huge hole full with water. They couldn't stop that. They have to move to the next spot before you get down out of the car. And what I noticed, because I started following it, because it's a road, that's my area. So what I noticed was there was no consultation from my good friend over there as Minister of Public Works. They were not talking to the community. I noticed that. So the next thing, when they started construction, Eugene Falcon went on the job site. I have the video of that where he was. It was raining, telling the people, "You're doing a good job." How you will pour concrete in the rain, my people? Now the mixture of concrete, sand, cement, and rock. Okay. Now, if the concrete, if it's already mixed, and you pour in the concrete, if it's raining, the cement will be washing it, will be getting out. So by the time you finish pouring it, you'll be left with sand. Go to Banga Broad Street Highway. Hey, white Banga Broad Street, they have in Banga in Bon County a white like nothing else because that's so sand, cement gone. When they did that, all of their sidewalk, rainy season, what you gonna get out of it? Nothing. Okay, but that's what's not the point. I had my show and I was telling them, connect with the community. You don't have money, you broke. Like brown government, you always begging people for money. Fast and you don't get. Connect with the community because you don't have money for maintenance. And you need to connect with the community to make the community to feel that they are part owner of the process. From the initial stage, let the community come in. You're not, they are not engineer, but you explain the engineering process. What you're doing on this road. And what is the final achieving process that you want to achieve out of this road? What do you want out of it? They didn't do that. At the very end, when George Weah went there, President Weah went there to dedicate the project. Remember when they had those people standing in the statue holding president? Go look at that statue now. Palm butter all over the place. That's what you get if you don't make people part of the process. The first thing like bro man was saying the government team, man, the people can't take care of it. The thing they themselves utilizing that they are benefiting from. They say that government thing, they're waiting for government to come and fix it. If you get them involved, they feel that that is their stuff. I'll give you an example. In Cloud Town, the guy, Joe building, what they build in the mud, they almost like floating building. But the road, the plank that goes to that, the community build that. And they will not let it, the water will not wash it up. Water wash it up the next day, the plank is there again. Because if it's everybody's interest, they have to maintain it. Because everybody that live on that side, they have to go through that on that plane to go to those houses. So their interest is make sure that those planes are maintained all the time. It's the same thing. You get them involved. So when President Weah went there, you know what he said? He said, I beg you, they want their road, the way you see it shining like that. Let it stay like that, my people. You might not bring your mechanic business here. Go look at the place now. Western Mechanic. Go look at those community right now. Western Mechanic shop. This is what we do to ourselves. Folks, the number is out there, 916-533-2048. Give me a call here tonight, and let's have a conversation, and let's see what you think and what's on your mind. But let me go by. Let me go back to. But Victor Smith, yeah, you calling you? Okay, Victor. Let me call you on WhatsApp. Let me call you on WhatsApp. You want begin now? He come and get vessel. Whenever I call him begin, he get vet. Yeah, let me stop here because I want to go home. I want to stay to your house, so I want to get proud with him right now. Let me call him. Mr. Smith, not bad, not bad. Hold on 1 minute. Walter Carter, I'll call you back. Let Mr. Smith get off the phone, then I'll call you back. Okay, Mr. Smith, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Joe. How you doing today?
Not bad. Look at you're in a noisy place too. What's on your mind, sir?
Yeah, just for one moment, let me get this thing off.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Are you there?
So are you hearing me now?
Yeah, yeah. I can still hear
Are
you.
you hearing me now?
Yeah. But
Okay.
you gotta lower your
Sorry
monitor
about
though,
this one.
Victor. Victor, you gotta lower your monitor.
It's very, very low.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It's,
I can
I
still
say
hear.
thank you.
I can still hear
Thank you very
myself.
much. Thank you hearing me now?
Yeah, yeah. But I can still hear myself.
I don't know what to do. I'm lower it
Okay.
all the way.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, much better. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to greet you first and say thank you for the presentation. I think it's very rich and it is very, very, very rewarding, especially for beginners who are in the process of being proficient in engineering, especially road development. And these are some of the things that we have asked that is not coming out of public works. I have said time with our numbers that we don't have a national agenda for infrastructure development with emphasis on roads connectivity. And the arrest agenda falls short of that. And what makes it worse is that when the budget was passed, roads supposed to be one of the key uh, factor that Mr. Our president should have taken into consideration. But the budget came out to be give them $54 million. And in fact, that $54 million was even most of that money was spent on salaries and perishable items. Until we can come to the fact that the only way this country can reach its zenith in development is to place emphasis on rural connectivity because that boosts economic activity. So I hope that with this presentation, you can have time to meet with Police guys, our police and public works, and even Eastwood and make this presentation. And I must applaud you for that. It's very, very good. Secondly, Liberty Party is back, and we are organizing ourselves. Several activities has been taking place, and more will come. So it is important that the members of Liberty Party, people like Otto Waxy and you, start thinking of coming back to Liberty Party so that we can make the reality that we put in place when we were in Las Vegas in 2005 to come to resistance. So I hope that you can start connecting with the Liberty Party, both in the US and in Liberia, so that we can get these things going. Thank you again for taking my call, Mr.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate whatever we can do here. You know where I stand when it comes to capacity building. I've always followed your footsteps because I feel that you're leaving your prestigious position here in the United States as somebody from Liberia to be one of the major structure designer at the major infrastructure place, Maryland Department of Transportation, and you are not a small potato there to leave all that behind. And first of all, go into that heat. And not only that, go to a place where people will be arguing with you for no reason whatsoever just because of your belief. And you've been there for more than 10, 15 years. So whatever you ask me of me to do on a very serious note, I will do it. When you say come home right now, I got something here we got to do, I'm there. I'll be there the next day because I respect you on that very much. But thank you for the call. We'll do our best whenever. I hope to be there next year, and I will try my best to time it so I will be able to attend the convention as well. If the organization sees the need for me to do presentation, I'll put my presentation together and do it. Well, thank you. All right, bye. Okay. Again, folks, Samson told Labra Pablito. That was the voice of Mr. Victor Smith, a good friend of mine. Also an engineer, very smart guy, very smart guy. There's no question. So give us a call. Let me call Walter Carter back and see what kind of nyama you want to now. But tonight, at Walter Carter, he got problem. The liberal is here, and I'm Mr. Soul and what have you. Let me call him back and see what he got to say. Because tonight, about that, let me see what he want. Walter Carter, good evening. Samson to Labra Public Radio. You're live on air. You want to talk about something or something on your mind?
Well, a couple of things on my mind. Thank you
Okay.
for the show.
Thank you.
I stopped following you not too long ago talking about engineering failure in the country, missteps. But I know that's an era, but I want to talk about some of the things that happen in the country that is very dangerous
Go
at
ahead.
this
Go,
point.
go ahead. Go ahead. We're open to
So
that.
today we saw the security forces of the country breaking into the former president house, yeah, to arrest Mary Bro.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on now. Was Mary Blood in President Weah House?
I said Ellen Johnson said a president. We had a former president.
Ellen Johnson the Mary Blood in Ellen Johnson Sally
Mary
house?
Bro lived in Ellen Johnson Sally compound.
Oh, okay.
He broke into Ellen Johnson Sally compound to arrest Mary Bro.
Hmm.
And then they arrested D. Maxwell Kimia and Sawyer, Mrs. Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, After taking them to the court, the judge was not there, and so they proceeded to take them to central prison. I don't know whether that's the protocol of the security that you can arrest somebody and just carry them straight to jail in the absence of the judge. I don't know. But I think it's dangerous for our democracy. I think what is unfolding, the government is trying to flex some muscles based on agenda that she gonna prosecute people regardless of what. And some of those cases, and I'm not saying they are not legit. I have no evidence on that, but I think what they are pursuing right now is dangerous, and we are hearing in the net in the woodwork that they are trying to arrest Claudia for whole foundation. One of the money she used to build whole foundation, whether it came from the government or it came from other sources, so she can tell them you can arrest somebody to tell you where they got money from. You got to go do your investigation to ascertain that a person took money from the government. This is a foundation. So you're arresting her to do what for her. I think you have to do investigation and you find probable cause, then you can arrest her. But we are hearing they're going to arrest her, take her to central prison like they did with the other guys. I think you guys who supported this administration, it is a good thing that the president is fighting corruption, but he's doing it the wrong way. And it may spark something very deadly because the people he got around him that encourage him to do these things, they are doing it with evil not even to really fight corruption. They are doing it to get back at people that were loyal to CDC or even get back at President Weah for no apparent reason. And I think it is wrong. We should start fighting corruption. We should start fighting it holistically. Our country has been plagued with corruption for so long. There are people that own property in our country that that money from the very Liberian government built homes and rent those homes to the Liberian government. They are still there today. There are people who got money off of Liberian government, but today they are rich. There are people who sitting now today in the legislature, including the late senator from Lima County, who built a school, but in the budget, because the government is supposed to pay or subsidize the school, the university, the Thomas Fowler University, the Prince Joseph University, whereas LU is sitting now in ruin. But you gave me those universities because they made the lawmaker made sure they put those things in the law so that the government can subsidize the university and forget about the University of Liberia, which is a public institution. Those are corrupt practices. We got people in government today that only vessel on the sea but trying to pass law in the country so they can prioritize the ports, so the port can have autonomy only because of their own business interests. I think these are wrong things. The government should look into things that make sense to Liberian people. We're talking about asset recovery. Is rice an asset of Liberia? Is rice an asset of Liberia that you gotta go recover rice that was given by the Saudi for disaster, whatever, and you gotta go and arrest people for that? I thought we're
Okay.
talking about assets that people carry abroad. We're talking about millions, if not billions of dollars that Liberians stole from the people and they languish it all around. You go after those things. You're running after Saudi 25 I know, thousand or million bags or whatever amount is rice
Okay.
that was distributed. So that's the problem I have. My last problem here is Mr. Toll, you from Grand Cedar County. What is happening in Grand Cedar County now is a shame. It's a shame for all well-meaning Grangeans. And if you have access to Jeru, to what you need or gifting Jeru, you must talk to him as an older brother because he also putting fire on what is unfolding in Grand Cedar. To lay according to this administration, if they can find the remains of the late President Dole, it's not a bad thing to lay him to rest, getting a proper burial, because he was a statesman, and his late wife, the former first lady, is all good thing. But for them to politicize it to the extent where the family is divided, the people of Granger, the elders, one family going this way, the government is involved, they're taking the body from one end to another. The whole funeral, the wake tonight was like, when I saw the interview, I saw when they went to Zueju, I saw what's happening in Zueju. The Doe family appear on spoon. We didn't know Doe had over 35 kids from all over the place. They're appearing on spoon. They're talking what is unfolding. I think Granginas who are well meaning should come and put this thing under control. The
Okay.
world is watching.
Okay.
The world is watching and it's shameful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. Again, folks, Samson told La Brapa Radio. Walter Carter, good point. But all I can say to you is these are things that perhaps when you guys took over, when I say you guys, I mean the CDC-led government with your partners, with your how do you call it, your collaborators. When you guys came to power, I was hoping that we all were hoping that you would do the same thing what they're doing now. But the fact that you didn't do it, maybe you're becoming like a test case. So we'll see. We'll hope that this thing don't turn to ugliness, The law is the law. If they've come out and feel that they have done some investigation and feel the former first lady have issues, the court will decide. Samson told Labrador Operator, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind, sir? That would be.
How you doing?
Thank you for joining.
Uh, Thank you for the show tonight, but
Can you hold on 1 minute? Let me merge Brigable here. Hold on. Hold on 1 minute. Just hold on. Brigable, you been coming. Okay. All right, go ahead, Clarence.
I have something to say concerning the statement that was made by Carter to Allocate or Carter.
Walter Carter, yeah, go ahead.
You know the mentality of Liberian that when you are supporting a group, when you are supporting an organization, when you are supporting a party, even the party is doing wrong, you want to back them. I think it's wrong. A patriotic Liberian, we should put the country fight instead of the party. I can remember we were little boys coming up, 1979, we had a very riot in our country. People died, people lost their property in our country. And today is a history in our country. Are you saying that the rest of the matter for people, for the citizen of the country, few handful of people win and so they and pocketed the money, talking about the rent because of donation? People shouldn't talk about it, government shouldn't prosecute people about it. If you really live in another planet, or Jersey, or Kochi planet, you don't know the history about what happened. Just common statement that the government made that because they were wanting for the country rents they get to build a market, just to reduce the import of imported rents. We had a riot in our country, and people lost their life in our country. Then he told me to talk 29,000 they have a right. And people criminally.
Hold on.
Criminally saw the right. You know, if like the attitude about we the Liberian sometimes, I think when I said that and I can think about it. In our country, many times on the Facebook we see people somebody see commonly see the motorbike, they put tire on their leg, they bring them in our country. We see the life on the Facebook. But people have been, abusing, looking at our country. Listen to their fellow citizens to be on the Facebook. Praising the government for this. So if we want for the country to be okay for everyone of us, don't do away with the party settlement.
Thank you.
If we have committed a crime, John Howard committed a crime, they all should be brought to justice. They're not above the law. So you say that.
But let me say this. I hope now, if you're going to do that, then I will hope that when the time comes tomorrow, when you are not in power, when the next government comes in and start dragging every one of us to court, that you will be able to support the idea as well.
Listen to me, Mr. Tom. When CDC came to power, these are the things we really expected from the former president. Because these are the things they were pushing against. And we saw how earlier children looked at our country. But at the end of the day, the thing they're about to so when Joseph Walker, who said that 5% of the enemy is persecuting the government official, and they see that prosecuting the past government, why are you getting that kind of blame in our country?
Okay.
If CDC, God forbid, I don't tell you, even come to power again, if God forbid, if CDC comes to power, do unto others that others will be able to do unto you. They should go beyond it because if we have a leader that will put a country first and getting and put away their first and something, I think Nigeria will be better. This year for everyone on the Sato, they're very well for the poor people. But the same people who would pay them while tax in the country, took their rights and getting ready to carry sorry. They will talk about the other person like Ellie Johnson Saliha. Ellie Johnson Saliha never prosecuted free Brian.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the announcement message I want to make tonight is this. We are part of the government. Many of these are time from the beginning to say, oh, they have been sleeping. At least thank God that he opened one eye out, he opened one eye, he can open the both eye. I know. People he was scattering now.
So you think we're going? You open one eye, he open two eye yet.
No. They have started. It's a total of 52%.
Wow.
I'm giving you reliable information. 52%. 52. So he was the one eye the only opening if you're just crying the day here. I know so they getting another bad not being just to cut it in so to keep working their team.
Right.
We pray that the only God to bless and they had the strength and put a country on fire, Mr. Toe. Because these are the things that you put preach for in the past.
All right. Thank you.
Let's say your legacy yesterday is what we are seeing.
Thank you. Thank you.
But thank you for the show. You've been personal. Very important talking tonight. And I love that. Thank you for the show, Mr. Toe.
Thank you. Thank you. Samson told la bro Puerto, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with Brickable first. Brickable, go ahead.
Thank you for the show. Look, David, now you're talking there. You know you're talking there just because you're talking for your
Hold on, Brickable saying he's gonna be on top of that. Let me merge the other caller here quick. All right, Brickable, go ahead, make it fast so the other people can get in. We got two people waiting behind you.
You're talking about Boga open one eye, Boga eye open, but you don't even know why it's happening right here. All the two are open. He's not there walking around. You know what's happening right?
Okay, hold on. Why everybody call us tonight? Hold on. Okay, Brickable, we got three people now waiting behind you.
Okay, look. This thing you're doing, it's not funny to extend that. You get your first day before you enter the power. You took money from Luka money. You took money from Luka. The other case is there. Your president is not going to mention money. All the districts in the country, they get that money for celebration. Your own party here, party chairman, that money. We don't know the hair take. No investigation, nothing. You saw my suspension. Then it's smell like corrupt. You suspended. Yeah, all people you put in jail.
Thank you.
All people suspend.
Thank you.
They are different. All people put in jail.
Thank you. We got your point. Okay. Thank you, Brickable. All right, Brickable, you got to get off so that other people get the space. Thank you. All right, caller, you're next in line. All of you guys have a wireless, so it's difficult. Yeah, go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
This is Nankemo. I'm calling from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Oh, not okay. No, go ahead, my brother.
First of all, let me say my deepest condolences to the Doe family and the people of Grand Chile. I want to extend my thanks to the President of the Republic of Liberia and the Governor of Liberia for this historic occasion, giving the family our former president the former first lady of befitting burial. I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to everybody who put this together. Well, having said that, let me just talk to Breakable. Breakable, I've been following you on the particular platform. I've been following you. First of all, let me establish something here. Mr. Toe is a qualified Liberian that has all the ability to serve the Liberian people. So I'm sure that he's ready. When the government call him, he will serve the people. So Breakable, just get that clear. The next thing is that Breakable, you talk about Baga is not fighting corruption. Are you serious? Your eye really open? Are you really serious? If I'm Breakable, what part of America is living? Because I don't know whether you really opening your eyes to see.
Not you hold on 1 minute. Let me merge the other color. Now hold on. Okay, now go ahead. We got three people behind you too. So go ahead.
Yeah, so let me just conclude quickly.
Okay.
Breakable, President Bwaka is fighting corruption.
what happened in Liberia today, we have never seen it before in our life, especially for me. I have never seen this kind of fight against corruption in our country. You either sit down and keep quiet, breakable, or take your evidence and go to court and help the guys then who can wear the barrier that singing muya muya. Do that.
Thank
Do
you.
not come on the platform and crying. You
Thank you.
guys will sit down there, you will see what happening. I'm tired with it, breakable man. Continue to talk about we fighting corruption. Take your cases and carry to the court with your evidence, breakable.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. All right. Another colorless, wireless caller. You're next in line. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from?
Hi, Mr. Hello, Mr.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Tool.
Your bike?
I just made it this week.
Oh, Ambrose. How was Liberia?
Well, I know it was good, but like that was the main reason I was calling.
Okay.
Your presentation was really, really amazing. But Liberia is not ready for this type of hard tech knowledge that you are displaying or you're sharing. I had a terrible experience in Liberia. I rented a car for 3 weeks where I was paying $75, and the car had a check engine light on it, and the car the door. I had a check engine light on it, and the door. The door. I never knew you couldn't close the door. I was just supposed to leave the door open, so I'm not used to getting out of my car, and leave the door open. So I went and locked the door. Man, and the car had a key. They had to break that window to open the car. And what I told the dude, I said, "Oh, how you expect me to drive a car with check engine light on it, with all this defects on it happening to it?" And he said, "Oh, this is Liberia."
I tell you.
They didn't mean that. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
Wow.
So that was the main reason I wanted to call on the show. I said, man, I admire you sharing all this knowledge and trying to make people to know the level of energy and time that you put in design and implementing your rule. But I don't think Liberia is ready for this type of stuff because the people don't think about quality, and their concept is not about quality. And last about you my prepare, so I don't want to have a bad day with you. But the only thing I would say, the government what they're doing, I hope
he's back. My people, Ambrose is back.
I hope they know say that they will not be power for everlasting.
Okay.
Because
Thank
people
you.
will go after them. Yeah, people will go after them.
Thank
they
you.
Be in power. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But
yeah, thank you, Ambrose.
One day they'll be out of power.
Thank you. Welcome back. I'm glad you're safe. You got home safely. Back in Kentucky, please. Thank you for
yeah, that's how I was posting on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I was friend, but anything go back.
Yeah,
nobody
thank
me,
you.
nobody did.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you. Welcome back. Okay. All right. So one last caller here. Okay, caller Julu, you can call now. There's only one person. Caller 612 number. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
This is Terry calling from Minnesota.
Oh, rescue two. What happened tonight?
Well, I like to enjoy, man. You got good platform. You had a good presentation. So that was good. I was just watching the show.
Thank you.
Even though I had something going on, but I think you did very well tonight and all of that. But I think the old is killing the young, so that's why I'm looking at it.
What do you mean?
No, the old is killing the young. JB is JB giving CDC hard time. You probably want to say
No wonder why you couldn't come on the air tonight.
See, because I don't want them to be all coming. You see what I kept on again? But you have a fun presentation. I don't want to disrupt all of that. The people need to learn. They need to learn from you, and that is what we're doing. But This is what get up here crying all over the place. Or you say the woman was sleeping. The men wake up now, they are jumping around.
Clarence,
They
Clarence,
talking about
Clarence said, "Oh man, only open one eye, see scatter all over."
you had the opportunity 6 years. So
Mhm.
they talking about what the man doing. So the time you have put handcuff on the former president's son here and detain him. That woman not there, it was not part of your Tony way or doing. Your put Gloria Musutra in the car and pour in jail. So that woman not there. So I don't know when they be talking at Tabata, they don't be remembering because like we have a tendency of not remembering the past, you know. But the president is on course. In as much as I don't believe that the president have done, that this dismissal suspension are minor. Because when I say minor, take for example the $85 million on the machine, right? But
Mhm.
now some other people in that mansion need to go. They don't even need to be suspended, need to be fired. Because if you are going to take it, I don't know how many $1 million, and now the vice president had to go do your job. He left his own job to go do your job. Then why are you in the executive mansion?
Right,
Those
right.
are the people that need to go.
Oh, hold on one minute. Rescue two. Hold on one minute. Let me merge this guy. All right, rescue two. Go ahead and finish. Then Julia can come. Go ahead, but go ahead. Make your point.
Yeah, Mr. So that when they come to the part, the barrier, they say, what is happening in here? These are things that are supposed to happen. These people got family issues. It has nothing to do with JMB. They're having family issues. The one people say, or one name, Veronica do say the body should go to the area where she prepared. Or what you mean? Or the other guy, the senator for Grand Judah, say the body should go to Tucson or the late President Junta so they can celebrate before they carry it. That the holding and putting, that one had nothing to do with JMB. JMB, I already laid it, and by the grace of God, the man will be laid to rest, the man will be laid to rest tomorrow. But the
Mhm.
president has done a great job to
Yeah.
reach this thing to this level wherein the Granditas can be happy. All they need to do, the family, they need to settle that foolishness and make sure that these two people lay to rest and
Yeah.
stop the tabata they own. It has nothing to do with the president. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Julo, let's hear from you, my brother. Oh, Julo gone? Let me call him back.
Okay.
Hello? This is Samson Told. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to say something or you're just calling?
But that's why I wanted to say something. How you doing?
Oh, fine.
Is it
Thank you.
care? Yeah, thank you for calling me back. I really appreciate that. Mr. So, I enjoy your show today.
Thank you.
I didn't know that Liberty Party had a good plan for Liberia. But just like you said, they will write it down, but when they get into power, that's a different story.
Of course.
They will not implement anything. So I don't know why you give the plan to the Unity Party so they can see if they can do something with it, so they black that is small. That's no one thing I'm concerned about is the boyo in Liberia is getting more videos coming out, people getting kidnapped, getting killed secretly in the country. I don't know why Joseph Baga planning to do or why he don't have a security because this thing happening in the country. That is a great concern. How about we that coming out of we that want to travel into Liberia, but yet until they get scared, some of us, especially that woman that got killed recently. So I'm asking the government of Liberia to do security to see what the problem is going on. People kidnapping people and sending them to the boyo, or they call them boyo people or whatever you want to call it. So I'm hoping that the government can do something about that because that really scared the heck out of me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking my call. That one I had in mind.
Okay. Thank you very much for being in
All
touch.
right, thank you.
Okay. You'll be the last caller anyway. Again, folks, Samson told Labra Rido. We're gonna now, Ma Esther. Good evening. Thank you for joining us again tonight. We're really, really. Whenever you come out here, you boost our spirit all the way to the highest level, Ma Esther. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Fatuma. You're next to join us. Hopefully, you can join us Monday. But Ma Esther, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Again, folks, I'm going to bring this show to an end tonight. I want to just show you tonight was some of the plan that Liberty, and we were, as I explained, this is just Liberty Party engineering group. And we have medical doctors, we have lawyers, we have accountants, and everyone will put in ideas together. If you do that, like I stated, if Liberty Party was to win, not President Bronsky, most likely he will want to implement it, but those that are around him, they will say no because they kind of, if you put those kind of things together, you close a chopping mouth. They don't want that. So we'll leave it as that, and hopefully we'll be able to join the most conservative on this platform here, Mr. So, tomorrow. Hopefully we will have that conversation going as well. If not, we will see you guys Monday. Please, whatever you do, stay safe. Don't drink and drive. We need you to come here and disagree with me as much as you can. And also, we want you to be here and disagree with this government. Because here's one thing you probably need to know. If you come here and disagree with the government, the people are listening. You are a Liberian. You're entitled to your view. What you are not entitled to is the facts. You have to be factual. If you don't do that, we here on the Liberal Public Radio will make you know the facts. I want to thank all of you, my brother Victor. Thank you very much for calling tonight. Uh, um, Victor, anytime you want me to come over, just let me know. We'll tell the madam and we'll do what we usually do. Come over. Thank you, and I'll say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night, folks.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Gogo, Yaliba, Bagno, Yalia, Papa, avec Gogo, Yali. Allez, Gogo, Yali, Stéphane Soko. On va briller, Nana, Amakingara, Gogo, Yaliba, Stéphane Soko, Papa, Aïe, Gogo, Yaliba, Amana, Vere, Kasawa. America very titi papa very say oh you get by you secret down my sisi la play we are the go to nyali are banyo e for bravo hey go to nyali awo taba se nyo wo are na very paka taba se nyo wo are na very why ale na you ya for bravo abile modo nyali no so ma de jogure amro alo ade wa ba bele wa sawake wa ba be abawe ma ba ni ni ama abawe ma ba ni abara su lo gbe la ba yo abile ni ka bele titi baba aja tubo